Hey there, welcome in. Let our friends jump in. Super excited about our masterclass today. As you jump in, go ahead and pull up your chat box and let me know that you're here. Say hello. Let me know if you can hear me, see me. I'm going to share my screen here. This pulled up real quick. Alrighty, yay. Super excited about our masterclass today. Thanks for joining, everyone. And today we get to talk about a super fun topic, staying healthy all year long. And we're really going to focus in on kids. And I know there's some of you that are going to be watching this recording and some of you that are going to be jumping on here as I start. But let's start by talking about how important this topic is right now. In our day and age, right now, with all the stuff that's happening, this is key. And we, as moms, right? Most of you on here are probably moms, or you have kids around you. I'm a teacher and a mom. I'm going to tell you a little bit about my story, but it's super important to have these tools at our fingertips. So welcome. Thanks for joining. And let's get started, shall we? So first off, I want to tell you a little bit about my story. So I'm Sarah Russell, if you are new here. And this is a little picture of my family down there in the corner. We have 3 fun and crazy boys that keep us very busy. And there's my amazing husband there with me. Our boys are pretty much the reason why I started with essential oils about 7.5 years ago. It's crazy that it's been that long. Our youngest, there in the middle, standing in front of me, his name is Kai. He struggled with chronic ear infections, and they would get so bad that I would basically call the doctor's office, and they were so used to it that they wouldn't even want to see him. They would just call a prescription, an antibiotic in the pharmacy. We go pick it up, he'd run through the antibiotics, and then not long after, usually it was another month or 2, and another one would pop up. And his ear infections were so bad that they'd actually drain stuff, gunk and gross stuff would actually drain out of his ears. And I had never seen that before in my life. My other 2 boys, the older boys, never experienced this. So this continued for a long time, where he would get ear infections. The doctors would just prescribe more antibiotics. And what I never understood, you guys, was why aren't they asking questions? Why aren't they trying to figure out the root cause? Why aren't they asking what he eats? Does he have allergies? Does he take vitamins? Like what I thought were important questions. They just kept prescribing more antibiotics for him. And there came a time where they told us that they thought tubes in his ears would help. And so we did it. And as scared as I was to put him under and go through the whole thing, we did tubes in the ears. And that was super scary as a mom. And we went through with it, did it. And not long after, you guys, he started getting more ear infections. So I was so devastated when that happened. And when that did happen, I basically decided that I couldn't do this anymore as a mom. Like I was just not okay with the options they were giving us, which weren't looking at the root cause, right? He continued to get them. They weren't helping him. And I knew the antibiotics and I knew the stuff that they were recommending was taking a toll on his health. Like it's not good for your system to continue to take antibiotics. And I know there's a time and a place for him, but round after round after round, I knew there were probably better options. So that day when I said, this is enough, I actually decided I was going to look into essential oils and find a naturopath in our area. And that's exactly what I did. So we made appointments with a naturopath. I started looking into oils. My first oils were actually from our local health food store. They were called Now oils. That you still can get them. And I know now that that's not actually pure oils. What we're going to talk about today, doTERRA oils, they're the purest you can find. And when we talk about using oils internally and stuff, I'm only talking about doTERRA oils. Okay. You don't want the cheap stuff. It's not the same. It doesn't work. You're not going to get the therapeutic benefit. So after that, I really went hardcore into the oils because I saw things happen. And it wasn't necessarily with the ears, but small things like our middle son would get like a really bad stomach ache because they have food allergies, and certain things set him off. And we'd rub a little Digescent on his stomach, and in a matter of minutes, no stomach ache. And I was like, what? Are you sure? Like, are you sure it's better? And it took a lot of things like that happening with the oils for me to be like, okay, I have something here. Like, these are powerful. And then with our youngest and his ear stuff, we found out he was allergic to oatmeal, or on a blood test, a certain test, he was allergic to oatmeal. It was causing inflammation in his body, which I was giving to him almost every day. So we cut that out. We started using oils on him, and I kid you not, like, he has not had an issue since. And this has turned into a lifestyle for us. And I'm here today, and I'm here doing what I'm doing because I'm very, very passionate about helping other moms that were in that same place that I was, with basically no options that were, I was okay. I loved that I felt right for my kiddos. So I took things into my own hands. So welcome. This is all my kids really know. They don't know, like, that was the beginning of our oil story. And it was pretty much the end of doctor's visits, antibiotics. I can't tell you the last time that we've needed one. Even over the counter, you guys, we've been able to use these natural tools and be a lot healthier. So I'm super excited that you're here today. And that was a little bit about me. So now I would love to hear from you. So if you don't have something to write with, just grab something. I mean, it can be a sticky note, it can be a paper. I want to know why you're here. Like, top goals, like, what are you looking to get out of this class? I know a few of you, I already asked. I have some things and I'll chat about those. We'll go over those. But if you just take a second or a couple minutes here and write down the things you want to have more of or less of. So it can be for kids, it can be for yourself. There's just a couple examples here. So I talked about ear stuff with our youngest. At that time, when I started with oils, I didn't have a lot of energy. And that was something that was big for me. I wanted more energy, didn't want to feel like I had to take naps all the time. And our two youngest had digestive stuff, which I also mentioned. I know mood things are big, and just keeping kids healthy. So just make note. And then as we go through these tips today, you'll have those things in the back of your mind and think, oh, like, I could use this for this thing I wanted to work on with my health goals. So awesome. Just get one or two things down. It'd be awesome. And you can chat them in too. If you have those ideas. Okay. So let's get into the fun stuff, shall we? Alrighty. Let's talk about essential oils. Some of the basics, okay? Even if you aren't new to oils, which I know a lot of you aren't, these are good review things to remember, okay? And our essential oils are safe, okay? Safe. So unlike those other things that were given to my son with the ear issues, oils don't have side effects. Okay, they actually have side benefits, which is amazing. You can use an oil like peppermint for head tension, and it could actually benefit you in more ways than just for the head tension. Like maybe it's going to help you with digestive stuff or cooling off your body. Like there's side benefits you might not even know about. So how cool is that? Instead of side effects, we're getting side benefits. Oils come from directly from plants. Okay. So they're supernatural. They're actually the immune system of the plant, and they know exactly what to do when we use them. Unlike an oil, like I was telling you, go to the health food store or you buy another oil. I do not recommend buying oils from Amazon. Even if you buy doTERRA oils, buy them directly from the company, so that you know where your oils come from, you know they're pure. And with the fact that they're coming directly from plants, our bodies love them, and they actually help put our bodies back into homeostasis, which is amazing. And then only with doTERRA oils, we talked about, they are third-party tested. They're the purest oils you can find on this planet for a multitude of reasons. You can actually go to a website called Source to You and look up, take your bottle of oil, put in the code on your oil, and it'll tell you exactly what's in that oil, the testing. These oils, you guys, are safe. And the fact that we're talking about using them with kids is super important for sure, because we want to use oils that are not only safe, but they're actually going to have the benefit. So if I go and buy a lavender from a health food store and try and use it, I'm going to get a completely different effect or reaction or outcome than if I were to grab my doTERRA lavender. So super important that you're using pure oils, and they are safe when used. And we're going to go over some of those ways to use them today. They're also effective, super effective. I found that out, just was testing them with my kids. And I was in the beginning and still today, things will come up and the oils will work. And I'm still amazed. Like, even though I know how powerful they are, I'm still amazed at how well they work and how well they continue to work. And that's because our oils are consistent. Okay. They test them. If there's an oil that's not up to their standards, they will not sell that oil. That's why you'll see some oils like go out of stock for a while. If they are not up to par, up to their standards, up to the testing quality, doTERRA will not sell you something that is not their best. So that's another good thing to know. And essential oils permeate the cell membrane. You guys, do you know how big this is? So as you know, say you go to the doctor and you've come down with something, and maybe they think you have maybe a virus or something like that. We know that they really can't do much for you, right? They'll say something like, oh, let it run its course, rest, drink lots of water, give you the rundown. But with essential oils, because viruses live inside of the cell, they can actually permeate the cell wall. And that is huge. You guys, we are so grateful, and we need to remember this, to have these tools at our fingertips, because they're so powerful, so effective, and so safe, right? All moms need to know about those. So that's my goal. My passion is to share, educate, like the power of these, because these have changed our life so much. They're also affordable. Okay. Pennies per drop, really. So if you take a bottle of peppermint and break it down, I believe it's like 8 cents per drop for a drop of peppermint. Okay. And when you talk about the benefits of the oils versus going to your doctor and paying a copay and maybe taking time off work and prescriptions, I'm not saying that there's not a time and place for that. I know, like if you break an arm, I'm not going to say rub some oils on it, you'll be fine. There's a time and place for that. But when you have the option, when you have these tools at your fingertips and you can reach for them first, and it's not a dire situation, it's not an emergency, and it works. I mean, win-win. You have something that's natural, something that's safe, and more cost effective, right? And better for you in the long run. So that's super awesome. And they're long lasting. I'll show you that you can make your oils go longer by using Your fractionated coconut oil, I like to keep mine in a spray bottle like this, just because it's easy to apply, easy to spray, and then add the oils. I love to add oils or apply oils to my boys' backs when they wake up in the morning before they go to bed. You could also make your own or buy the roller bottles that are already diluted, which will help your oils go longer. Okay, let's move on to the 3 different ways to use oils, guys. Okay, aromatic is the first way, which when we're talking about stretching your oils, this is one of the best ways to use your oils so that everybody that's around the diffusers gets the benefit, right? So some of the benefits for diffusing, and my recommendation for you is to get rid of your candles, okay? Unless they're actually made of doTERRA oils. Most of them are fragrances. Get rid of the plug-in things. Get rid of the sprays. They're all synthetic. Those things take a toll on our body. It's toxins bombarding our bodies. Those are things made in a lab. In the long run, they cause things like allergies and immune system things. So I challenge you, if you haven't already, okay, I used to use candles and use these things, but I have found a better way. So I am challenging you, if you have not already switched over, to get some diffusers. Start with one if you're on a budget and you need to, and start using your oils every single day. Every morning when I wake up, I come out here, I start the diffuser that's in the kitchen area. I have another one here on my desk. It's always running on guard. The benefits, you guys: immune system benefits, cleaning, cleansing the air. If you cook something and something sneaks in your kitchen, you can get rid of it without having the synthetics. Emotions, that's huge, right? Your kids come home, have the diffuser going. It's homework time or study time, or it's bedtime. Put oils in there for whatever you need. That's the cool thing. If they're struggling with congestion or they need to open up their airways, then you can put different oils like Breathe in there for that. So aromatic use is basically breathing in the oils. So super easy and effective and benefits so many people. And before I move on to, I actually have a diffuser in my preschool classroom. My husband has one in his office. So if you're in a location where you can have one, if you work outside of your home, that's super, super beneficial. And it's a great way to benefit the other people that maybe are in your workplace. Yes. Okay, let's move on to topical. So topical use is just putting the oils on your skin. Okay, you can see the Band-Aid there. And some of our oils are a little bit on the warm side. So a couple oils that are a little bit hotter would be oils like oregano, cinnamon, thyme, cassia. Those oils you would not want to put directly on your skin because they can cause a burning sensation. You would always use your fractionated coconut oil. We love fractionated coconut oil. It's a great way to dilute your oils. It's not greasy. It doesn't smell. It doesn't go rancid. It's a great way to mix up some roller bottles. And that way, like putting the oils on the bottom of your feet is a super awesome way, okay, with those hotter oils to use them. Most of our oils, you don't need to use the fractionated coconut oil. But you can, and I typically use it because I've learned, they've done research studies and found that when you use a carrier oil like coconut oil, there's actually more that gets absorbed into your skin. And like we were talking before, you're going to actually let your oils are going to go longer, and you're going to be able to stretch them out more if you're diluting them. So that's another reason. Okay. So, topical use, we talked about Digestin. I was telling you the story about the first experience with my middle son with Digestin. Just putting that directly on the stomach, rubbing it in clockwise fashion, amazing for any sort of digestive support. And then immune system. Okay, I highly recommend using like On Guard every day, or Stronger, which we're going to talk about here in a minute, is one of the kids blends. Just putting that on the bottom of your feet, on your kids' feet every single day, for staying healthy. That's what we're talking about, right? Staying healthy all year long is so important right now. Okay, internal use. Okay, so for kids, especially younger kids, this is probably a way to use your oils that's not going to be utilized a ton. Okay. Unless they're older, like we have a teenager and our other son just turned 12. So I feel completely confident having my kids, all of them actually, even the youngest, use the oils internally. But we don't use a ton of the oils internally on a regular basis for the kiddos. However, if they come down with something, this is a way to use them that I definitely go to. Okay, a couple ways to use your oils internally: in water. Okay, if you have a scratchy or sore throat, making a tea, okay, with On Guard and a little raw honey and some lemon, putting any of the citrus oils in your glass or stainless water bottle every day is super beneficial. And you can also use your oils with brushing your teeth. As most of you probably know, we have an amazing On Guard line with amazing toothpaste, mouthwash, all the things. But I know a lot of people like to put like a drop of an oil like spearmint or On Guard on their toothbrush. Some do oil pulling with essential oils, which is an awesome way to use them. Veggie capsule. You can buy the veggie capsules from doTERRA. They last a long time. You get a lot of them, and you can open them up and drop the oils in there and then swallow the capsule. And to take those internally, that's a great way to, if you wanted to take something like oregano or cinnamon internally, but you didn't want to burn your throat, you would take it that way. Under the tongue, actually, I actually did this before we started our class today. Copaiba, under the tongue, frankincense. You guys, the benefits for using, especially those two on a daily basis under your tongue, are huge, 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 huge. And then soft gels. We have a lot of soft gels that are already pre-made by doTERRA, which we love. Peppermint, Digest Zen, our On Guard capsules. That's another way to take your oils internally. Alrighty, let's talk about some fun tips and tricks for kiddos and some different products. You might have some of these products, you might not. If you don't, you can totally add them to your next LRP order. And let's start with talking about the IQ Omega. I love this supplement so much, you guys. It's a concentrated fish oil. It's amazing for brain health, cell growth, muscle activity, eye and heart health. Okay. And it is going to be great for the skin. So if you have any kiddos that struggle with maybe skin rashes or eczema or dry skin, I always recommend not thinking about like just putting things on topically like we talked about, but skin things are, the root cause of those is typically coming from within. So it's probably something in the gut. So you want to have a kid take something like the IQ Omega. It's super easy to put a little in a smoothie, to have them take, if they don't mind the taste. It's got a little bit of aftertaste, but it does have an orange flavor. I don't mind it. You can add smoothies, a little bit of applesauce. This is an awesome supplement, you guys. Okay, so try it out if you haven't. You can also make an awesome throat spray with it for when your throat doesn't feel that great. I've done that before too. Okay, this is one of my favorite kids products. Our two youngest take these every day. And it's, if you're familiar with the Lifelong Vitality that we as adults know and love and take every day, this is like a kid's version of that. Or for somebody that isn't able to swallow capsules, this is a great version. This is the A to Z chewable. It's a natural watermelon strawberry flavor. I think they're really good. Sometimes I'll just take one just to mix up and trade off what vitamins I'm taking, or if I feel like I need an extra boost with vitamins. This supplement includes a lot of the important things that kids need, like magnesium, calcium, copper, zinc, and manganese, a lot of the vitamins, A, C, E, and lots of other stuff. Okay, so young kids can take this too. So my middle child, he usually takes a couple of them a day. Super important to have a good foundation. And you guys, just buying vitamins from the grocery store is not legit. Okay, because the vitamins that you buy in the grocery store, they have even found this by testing what's in our sewer systems, which is mostly excreted vitamins. Okay. Most of the vitamins that you can get just out and about, like Costco, Walmart vitamins, you pee out most of it. Your body doesn't absorb. And these supplements that we're going to talk about from doTERRA are unlike any other supplements because your body recognizes them as a food, as something that it can put to use. And that's what it does. Another one of my very favorite, my kids' favorite, if you'd ask them too. And sometimes I take these because they're so good. Super important to have a good probiotic. Okay. Gut health is super important. If your kids have ever been on antibiotics, like I was telling you about our youngest, I mean, even if they haven't, right, we all need to support our guts because they say at least 80% of your immune system resides in your gut. Okay. That's huge. You need a healthy gut to stay healthy. And this probiotic comes in the little sachets there. They taste amazing. It's also a strawberry melon flavor. And they have over 5 billion cells and 6 strains of friendly flora in here. So sometimes I'll take the PB Assist and then sometimes I'll take these just to switch it up, just like with the vitamins. But kids, this is something to always have on hand for keeping them healthy. Love these, and kids love them. You don't even need to add them to food because they just like to eat them like that. They think they're eating candy, but they're actually having something healthy for them, which is amazing, right? So let's chat about this awesome kit. This can come in a kit or you can buy these oils on their own, but I absolutely love these oils. When these were launched at convention, I think it was a few years ago, so many people, so many kids, so many moms were super excited about these. So we were talking about the roller bottles and how they're already diluted with fractionated coconut oil. No need to worry about that. These are amazing for on the go. I'm going to tell you about a couple of them and which ones I have with me at all times, and some of the benefits and some of the reasons why you would use them. Okay, so now you can see those popped up next to them. So I'm going to break it down. If you want to take screenshots of any of these slides, feel free to do that as we go through. Okay, so I'm just going to tell you now, Tamer, the pretty teal one there, that's one I always have. I usually have it in my backpack or purse or the oil case I have with me always. I have one that's easy to reach in my car. And Stronger is another one I have in multiple places. Calmer, yeah, let's just talk about them. There's so many good ones. Okay, bedtime routine. This is huge, guys. Kids and adults getting enough sleep is super important to our health, right? So these two blends here that we're going to talk about, the Calmer and the Stronger, are awesome to use before bed. And I'll talk about some other times you might want to use them too. So the Calmer, if you saw my stories on Instagram, you probably saw me talking about Kai and his night terrors. This is actually one of the oils that I use when he experiences those. So Calmer is amazing for sleep, calming down any temper tantrums. Just think of if somebody needs to calm down or relax, and you can use it on you, moms or dads, anybody, this is when you'll grab your Calmer. It smells amazing. I like to roll them up and down the kids' spines, or they can use them, put them behind their neck. Stronger, another one. So we're talking about keeping kids and all of us healthy all year long, right? So Protective Blend is one of my favorites for that. Think of it as kind of a version of On Guard, but it has oils like rose in it, guys, which is huge. Rose is one of our most expensive oils, and the benefits of rose and it's the highest frequency essential oil out there. This is awesome for immune boost. So roll it on your kids every night, or if they're old enough, have them do it. I like to have my boys have a certain variety of these in their backpack that they have with them if they need to use them. Okay. And then emotions. I know we had a few of you asking about some anxiety with kids. and also just keeping kids happy, keeping us all happy, right? That's super important. So Brave is one of my favorite kids roller bottles. It smells amazing. If you guys like orange, like our wild orange oils, this has clementine in it. Great for situations when kids are lacking confidence or a little nervous. Maybe if they have a big testing day coming up, or anything. Maybe they're having trouble with friends, or they need to speak up because somebody's picking on somebody. Like Brave is the courage blend, so it's amazing, and I like to use this one too, guys. Before doing big things, it makes you like feel a little bit more confident, which is always a good thing. And then Steady's a great one too. We talked about the anxiety. This would be a great one to use for any sort of anxious feelings when kids are frustrated, grumpy. Okay, my kids, when they have too much sugar, or they're too tired, or they haven't eaten enough and their blood sugar is low, go to Steady. Okay, you can thank me later. Amazing, amazing, amazing. Or if you're feeling any of those emotions. And then let's move on to physical support. So Rescuer, this soothing blend there on the top, you can see kids that experience growing pains. This is a fabulous one for that. So think of like a Deep Blue for adults. This is like the kids version of, say, a Deep Blue. Great for sports, tired legs, anything. If mine complain of aches and pains or anything like that, then I'll usually recommend Rescuer. And then Tamer is one of my absolute favorites of this collection. It's one of our other options for digestive support, and I actually like the smell of it better than our Digescent, which is the other digestive blend that we have. This Tamer smells amazing because it has spearmint. If you like spearmint, anything. Our youngest actually learned that Tamer, like if he had a bellyache, or if he needed to go to the bathroom, but he couldn't, but he just knows that feeling. He knew from the time of being only a couple years old, he'd be like, Mom, bring me the Tamer. And he's in the bathroom. Okay. And then a few minutes later, hopefully this is not TMI, but a few minutes later, like, Mom, I went. Any sort of bloating, gas, digestive stuff, if you eat something that doesn't agree with you, or even if it's on the opposite end, any sort of diarrhea or that kind of thing, Tamer will go either way. Love that one. That's one I have with me all the time. We always need that one. And Stronger, the protective blend. It's also great for not only immunity, but it's also great for things like bug bites. Okay, think of summertime, stings, any scrapes, bruises, or blemishes, which I'm going to talk a little bit more about my favorite blend for things like those. Okay, school support. So for kids or adults that struggle more with focus, I love the Thinker blend. Okay, study time, homework before school, or just those kids that really struggle more with focus. Okay, I have one in my own house, so I know this blend well. It works really, really well. So back of neck, temples, a great spot to put the Thinker blend. Okay, right up there. I like to, if the kids or yourself like the smell of the oils, under the nose is great if it's not a really strong one, because then you're smelling it, right? Or even wearing it almost as a perfume, and then you can inhale it. Another way, just roll some on your palms of your hands and then inhale it, keeping your hands away from your eyes. Those are great ways to use a lot of these rollers. And then we talked about the Calmer. And this would be another one. If you have a anxious kiddo, or that has some maybe testing anxiety or stressful situations happening at school, this is an awesome one. And let's empower our kids, can we? Because this is not this is not what's happening with most of our world now, but I am very passionate about empowering kids to be able to reach for these things and not have to reach for a pharmaceutical or something like that, right? That's scary. Like they can do a lot more damage with something like that than they probably can with essential oil. And let's empower our kids and teach them how they can use these things and how they know which things to reach for, so that as they get older, they can use these things too and teach others, right? That's super awesome. Okay, a couple of my favorite blends that I'm going to talk about. These, you're probably going to want to take a snapshot of this or write these down. These are amazing. Okay, one of my absolute favorite recipes, I just shared it the other day on social media, is the Owie spray. I actually like to mix it up in a bottle similar to this, the Owie spray. I use it for so many things, you guys. And let me just say, frankincense, the king of all oils. I like to add frankincense to pretty much every blend, so you can just pretend that's in here because frankincense helps with making other oils work even better. So with the Owie duo here, I actually like to add equal parts of frankincense. So to mix up a spray bottle of this, you would do equal parts of lavender, tea tree, and frankincense, fill the rest with fractionated coconut oil. Let me tell you some of the uses for this. You can also do roller bottles for these, or you can diffuse these blends, guys. Super versatile. Owie blend. If you have kids, you need Owie blend, okay? Cuts, scrapes, bruises, sore bums. I didn't know that I was going to mention that, but so true. This is amazing. Eyes, ears. Remember how I was telling you about our youngest? Lavender and tea tree are amazing for rubbing the oils around the ears. We never drop the oils directly down the ear canal. We don't put the oils directly in our eyes or in our nose, but you can put some on your fingertips and rub those around the ears. Okay, super awesome. Tea tree is another one I use, and lavender in with hair stuff. Okay, I love those. So next one, Focus Duo. This is another favorite. Whenever we do make and takes, the Focus blend roller is the one that always gets used and used up first, the labels. So peppermint and wild orange together. That's also a great combo for like getting the kids up in the morning, getting going and getting everybody in a happy mood, right? Who doesn't want that? Getting everybody woke up, diffusing those so that when your kids wake up, when they're getting ready, when you're getting ready, everybody can get the benefits of those. Great for study time when you get home and kids need to focus on anything like that, or getting a little sleepy, but you have lots to do. I like to take peppermint sometimes and just dab a little on my temples, back and neck, and get you going. It's an energy boost. Okay, congestion. Lime and breathe together on the chest. You can rub these just on the chest with some coconut oil. You can diffuse them too, but I also highly recommend adding frankincense to that blend. Super powerful. And if you're layering the oils on topically on the skin, frankincense goes first. Okay. Alrighty. So let's chat about how to get started. I know a lot of you that are watching this already have your own wholesale account. So congratulations. That's amazing. We're going to talk about some of the benefits for those of you watching that don't already have your wholesale account. And also know, if you have your wholesale account already, these are things you can take advantage of. Okay. And the reason you would want to do that is because these bundled kits are actually cheaper than if you were to buy the things individually. Okay. So all those roller bottles that we talk so much about, that we love, you can get in this kids collection and add the petal diffuser, and you'll also get lavender and wild orange for $187, which is awesome, you guys. This includes 12 months of wholesale pricing and deals for an entire year. Okay, so let's talk about why you want a wholesale account. It's basically like a Costco membership. Nothing scary. You don't want to pay retail prices. Wholesale pricing is 25% off of retail. Friends, don't let friends buy retail. There's no reason to, guys. And there's no obligation to order with your wholesale account. You can order when needed. You can change what you get every month. You're not really roped into anything, which is awesome. No minimums. You get all your shipping back in product points, and you get extra discounts with your wholesale account, and you have the opportunity to earn free products. So that's when you don't have to order a certain amount, but a lot of us that have our wholesale accounts that use our oils every day and regularly, and we have, multiple family members, we go through stuff. So we're ordering quite a bit, right? And you get the perks that you get back, you guys, when you're ordering with your wholesale account, you can actually work your way up to getting 30% back. So everything that we order as a family, I get 30% back. Tell me another company that offers that back. You can't go to Target. I think a Target Red Card is what, 5% back on your purchases. There's not another program I know where, and this is all for your wellness. So super cool. And you can have access to the business opportunity, but just because you have a wholesale account doesn't mean you have to do the business or teach classes or anything like that. However, if you want to learn how to get your own oils paid for and just share with family and friends, talk to me, because I can show you how to do that. It's super, super great to be able to get your own oils paid for, right? Just by sharing and helping other people with these natural options. For me, I'm like, what could be better, right? Alrighty. So let's talk about some of the kits, and know that if you don't have your account, these are options to choose from. If you do, these are still kits you can order. If I run low on a bunch of stuff, sometimes the kits will actually make more sense to purchase. Okay, the Natural Solutions is amazing. Okay, this one comes with our top 13 oils. You get the La Luz diffuser, the Lifelong Vitality Pack, which we didn't talk about a lot today, but if I were to choose one product that doTERRA has, if I could only have one, I was on a desert island and I could only have one product, it would definitely be those 3 brown bottles right there in the middle. That's the Lifelong Vitality Pack. The On Guard collection, we talked a little bit about that with the toothpaste and stuff. That On Guard sanitizer, you guys, I have so many bottles of that in my preschool classroom, like in my purse, in the boys' lunch boxes. Super great to have all around. Public restrooms, filling up your car with fuel. You also get the shampoo and conditioner, this awesome little storage box, and a lot more. We talked about Deep Blue. There's an unscented body and hand lotion that I love. You get the coconut oil. The Correct X is like a natural, like a better than Neosporin. And then the Breathe Vapor Stick, Terrazyme and PB Assist, those all come this kit. This one's $570. So if you're looking at like revamping a lot and just going all in to this lifestyle, this is an awesome kit for sure. Oops, wrong direction. Okay, next one, Aroma Essentials. This is actually one of our newer kits, and I love this so much. Remember how we were talking about ditch the candles, ditch the typical air fresheners? If that's something you are ready to opt into, this is an awesome kit, because you get these basically little tester bottles. These are the 5 ml bottles. You get Peppermint, On Guard, Breathe, Wild Orange, Balance, Citrus Bloom, Serenity, Cheer, Adaptive, and Northern Escape, and the Amazing Diffuser. And all these kits that I'm going to talk about, guys, your wholesale account comes with them for free, and you have that for an entire year to order at wholesale cost. And then if you choose to renew on your 1-year renewal, then you pay $25 and they send you a big bottle of peppermint, which is 20 something dollars. So it basically covers the cost of your membership. It's basically a free membership. When you get started with the kit, it is a free membership. So win. This one's $149.50. So great. You have some of the top ones that we briefly talked about, like On Guard, and Breathe and Pepper, just so many. All these can be diffused and used topically, and there's a few in there that you can use internally. Our Healthy Start Kit, oh my gosh, I love this one so much. And this is a great one just to add an order on your next order, for the sole reason of traveling, okay? Because it comes in this super cool little box, and you get the 5 ml bottles. And if you have these, I think it's 10 oils on a trip, somebody gets sick, somebody has a stomach ache, somebody, whatever, you have what you need. But if you're just getting started and you're really not sure, you don't want to, your budget is maybe a little more limited, and you just want to get your toe wet and see how these work, and this would be a great kit. Okay, the Healthy Start kit is 160. You can see those listed there, and you get the Pebble diffuser. This is one I love. It's really pretty little diffuser. I actually have this one running in our RV. So that's a great little starter kit too. And then the Healthy Essentials is probably one of my other favorites. And the reason would be because these are all the bigger bottles with the exception of Deep Blue that always comes in a 5 ml. But just to give you a comparison, a 15 ml bottle is about 250 drops and a 5 ml is about 85. So you're getting basically 3 times more oil with a bigger bottle. And with this kit, you're pretty much getting like a free diffuser when you figure it all out. And these are oils that, in my personal opinion, after 7 and some months, 7, almost 8 years, oh my gosh, you guys, it'll be 8 years next month, almost 8 years using these oils. Every home needs these oils, right? They're so versatile. You can do so many things with them. So $249 for this kit. You get the diffuser and the bigger bottles. So definitely one of the best kits for sure. And then the Healthy Habits. This is kind of like a combo kit where you can get the 5 oils there in the 5 ml bottles, and then the Lifelong Vitality that we absolutely love, and the Deep Blue Rub for aches and pains, and the Terrazyme. That's a digestive enzyme, super important. We talked about gut health, okay, for kids and adults. Speaking of kids, my boys will actually take that. The one that won't swallow capsules very well, I actually open those capsules up. So for any digestive stuff, that's a go-to. For like tummy aches, this is an awesome thing. When they won't swallow capsules, opening some up and putting it in like a little bit of applesauce has worked wonders for my boys. Adults, we need to take a digestive enzyme, whether we eat healthy or not. Super, super important. And then we talked about probiotics. That's the PB Assist, the adult version of the probiotic. So this Healthy Habits kit is $195, and it's a good combo kit if you want a little bit of oils, a little bit of the supplements, and then you've got your Deep Blue. Okay, and then this last one we're going to talk about, the Simple Solutions kit. This is 3 of the oils in the bigger bottles. You get lemon, serenity, and wild orange. Serenity, our restful blend, would be similar to like the calmer in the kids. And then we talked a little bit about On Guard, lemon. So many uses, you guys. I could think of so many things. Drinking it in your water. Make sure you're drinking out of glass or metal though. Cooking with, you can do so many different things with lemon, cooking, cleaning, all kinds of stuff. And then the Deep Blue Rub, that stuff lasts so long. All my boys have the Deep Blue Rub and the Deep Blue sticks in their sports bags. Aches, pains, sports injuries, sore, like my coach worked me too hard. I need something. That was our middle son the other day, because they've been back at long practices and have a lot of sore muscles. And the other thing for that, Epsom salt baths, guys, oils with pure, no added fragrances, baths, mix it in a bowl with some Epsom salt, some oils, make sure it's not a hot oil or something that's too strong, and just let them soak. Or if it's you that has the aches and pains, that's awesome. Okay, this is one of my favorite things to remember. The greatest medicine of all is to teach people and their children how not to need it. So I told you I'm super passionate about this, because it changed our family's journey, like our course, like where we would have been headed with these oils. And now I feel so blessed. Like I never thought when I first started using oils that I'd be teaching others about them, but because they have made such a huge impact on our life, I feel called to help other moms and other people out there that are looking for ways to help out themselves, their kids, and their families that are actually good for their bodies and work and are safe, effective, all the things we talked about, right? So thank you so much for joining me today. Just reach out to me if you have any questions. I have one other thing here to show you. If you don't already have your own wholesale account we talked about, you can just take your smartphone out and open your camera up, and you can go directly to that link where it says my website is, and that's how you can get started. Now, if you aren't really sure where you want to start, you can go to this link I have here and we can set up a time to chat. And even if you guys already have your account, but you're like, hey, I just want to chat with you for 15 minutes and pick your brain on what I can do about this, just message me or go to this link and we'll set up a time to chat. I would love to chat with you. I love love helping people with this. It's my passion. Can you tell? But thank you so much for joining me today. And there's going to be a lot more coming your way in terms of education, master classes. I'm so excited. But thank you. Thank you for taking time out of your day or evening, whatever time it is, if you're watching this as the recording, and spending some time with me. So have a fabulous day, and I will talk to you all later.